Okay, I've always wanted to do that. What's up, everybody? My name is Jimmy Wong. Today, we are here to talk about Kaldheim, the most metal magic set in the history of the game. And here to help us out, we have our very own metal band, Immersturm. Woo! Wow, my heart's beating. Now, we're not just gonna be shredding all day, we also have to let our inner Viking out because Kaldheim is the set and the world of Vikings. And what's more metal than Vikings? Agreed. We got lots of fun things in store today, including I might be throwing some axes. Hey, did we get the insurance forms filled out for that? No? Whatever. Okay, stick around. We got tons of good stuff coming up. But first, something I like to call the heavy metal interlude. Woo! All right, we are back, and joining us today is Cynthia Shepard, art director at Wizards of the Coast. Hello, Cynthia, welcome back.
Hey, Jimmy, thank you so much for having me back. I am so excited to talk to you about this set today.
Yeah, I can't wait. So why don't we just start with the backstory? What can you tell us about Kaldheim?
Well, when we were creating it, we started with what are Vikings like? And they don't do anything in half measures. They go all out. So we decided it was a matter of go big or die gloriously in battle trying. So instead of just one unique place, we made lots of unique places in Kaldheim. And instead of one or two creature types, there's lots of different epic creatures and bigger feats, and everything was just go big or go home.
That's amazing. Well, we talked about creatures, but I'm interested in planeswalkers. So who can we expect to see in this set?
Well, I mean, I could just tell you, or we could have some help from the band?
Ooh, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Hey, Max, what do you think?
Yeah!
That's a resounding yes.
Well, all right then. First up, we have Kaya the Inexorable.
Yeah!
She is the hero of the story here in Kaldheim, and we've seen her all around the multiverse, killing ghosts, hunting them as an assassin for hire, and here in Kaldheim, she's hunting a different kind of mysterious prey. And I kind of wonder what that shadow is in the background of her borderless art there.
Oh yeah, some hints. Okay, who else do we got?
Next up, we have Nico Eris. I am super excited to introduce you to Nico. They've planeswalked to Kaldheim from their home plane of Theros, where they were a champion athlete. And we see them here on their card using some of their signature shard magic, which has a couple interesting properties. They can throw the shards with keen precision, and sometimes they can temporarily capture creatures in them.
And fittingly, since they're from Theros, the shards are token enchantments. Pretty cool.
Next up, we have an elf planeswalker from Kaldheim, Tyvar Kell.
This guy looks metal.
I think that's the way he would want to be introduced all the time, Like I said earlier, Vikings don't do anything in half measures, right? And neither does Tyvar, especially when it comes to his gym membership.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm a little envious, not gonna lie.
And lastly, we have our returning villain, Tybalt.
Yeah, he's back!
He is, and he's actually back in multiple forms. So in Kaldheim, I wouldn't want to run afoul of Tybalt on a good day. Here, he's in Kaldheim impersonating a god named Valky.
Very cool. And it's a return of the Molo double-faced card.
That's right. So there's multiple ways that you wouldn't want to run into him in a dark fjord.
And I love the showcase art on this. It looks like it was chiseled by ancient Viking architects.
It's true. We employed actual Vikings to carve the showcase frames for this set.
I would expect no less. Okay, we've seen some awesome cards. Where can we find out more about the story behind Kaldheim?
Well, just like in Zendikar, we are doing web fiction again, so please keep an eye out for that soon. Really, really soon.
I definitely will. Well, in that case, I think it's time we take a quick little break. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's time for a heavy metal interlude.
Yeah. Yeah, really get your blood flowing, huh?
Dude, I'm awake now. I don't even need this anymore.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard the words Viking world, I was sold. I was 100% in, but I think it might be important for everyone watching to get a little more insight about what's going on in the world and how it works. So what can you tell us?
Well, Kaldheim is Magic's Viking world. It's been requested by fans for a long time, so we really wanted to double down and give them everything they're hoping for. So this is a plane of legends and gods and Norse mythology and magic, all kinds of things.
Wow, that is a solid list of ingredients.
And there's more, actually. So Kaldheim, at its heart, is centered around a cosmic world tree. And the plane is divided into realms, 10 of which we're actually going to see in this set. So the realms operate kind of like mini multiverses, which are connected like fruit suspended from the branches of the tree. The world tree is the origin of all life in Kaldheim, and you can see the branches in the sky in all 10 realms.
Wow, so that means that depending on the realm you're in, you're gonna see the world tree a little differently.
Exactly. Each of the realms is different and has a different major creature type. Let's get started with Bredegard. So this is the realm that's dominated by humans, and among the humans there are 5 different clans. We have the Beskir, the Omen Seekers, Skell, Tuskeri, and Kana. And these clans are perpetually in conflict with one another, but they're able to keep peace by the Code of Clans, which is enforced by the Beskir. Here, let's take a look at one of the Omen Seekers. This is Inga Runeyes. What do you think, Jimmy?
Wow, really impressive. And let's talk about that showcase art. That is epic. That's how I want to feel when I play Magic. It's just that right there. I mean, I love seeing new cards. Do we have any more?
Absolutely. Let's look at Sigrid.
Wow, this is great. I'm loving seeing the Aurora Borealis equivalent above her as well.
It's a feature of the cosmos here in Kaldheim. Anything related to the cosmos kind of has that Aurora Borealis effect. Oh, and check her out in her showcase frame.
Oh, and interesting. Protection from god creatures. That tells me a lot about Kaldheim here. It seems like it's going to come in handy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the gods are a mercurial bunch. And as much as Kaldheim's denizens want to be recognized for their amazing feats, it would also really suck to be at their mercy. Okay, let's take a look at another realm. So this is Axgard. This is the home of the dwarves. And yes, before you ask, you may see a card, Jimmy.
Okay, great.
This is Call the Forge Master. And it also comes in this great showcase frame.
Yeah, that is epic. That looks like it could be a freaking movie poster. I love it.
All right, so next up we have Notvold. This is the realm of the trolls, and some trolls fall asleep for a long time and almost become part of the landscape, but they are terrifying when they wake up. So let's take a look at one of those. This is Old Growth Troll.
This guy looks like he did not want to get woken up.
Yeah, he woke up on the wrong side of the fjord.
I love it.
All right, so I mentioned there are 10 realms, so let's go through some more. So Karfell has Draugr, which are like undead Viking zombies. Next up is Immersturm, which has demons that, if you look closely, their horns kind of resemble those horns on pop culture Viking hats.
Oh yeah, nice detail.
Istfell is the realm of the spirits, which is where you go when, let's say, you don't die gloriously in battle. And on the inverse, we have Starnheim, which is the home of the Valkyries, who will come down and swoop onto a battlefield and pick up anyone who's died gloriously, performing an epic feat.
Excellent.
Surtland is the home of the giants, and we have 2 kinds of giants here. There are both fire giants and frost giants. Now we see Lidyara, which is the shapeshifter realm.
Wait, I'm sorry, shapeshifter? I did not expect that. Can we see some cards?
Totally, yeah, let's take a look at Masked Vandal. The shapeshifters on Kaldheim wear wooden, intricately carved masks to hide their true form.
That's cool. I love this art here, and the effect, of course. Pretty good for Commander.
And finally, we have Skemfar, which is the realm of the elves. Elves were once gods on Kaldheim, but they were defeated a long time ago and split into 2 clans. So in the set, we're going to see 2 different kinds of elves, the Wood Elves and the Shadow Elves.
Oh, this is perfect. I'm just beginning to build an Elf Ball deck, so maybe there's something in here good for my Commander deck?
Sure, I mean, how about a card that pumps your elves?
That's perfect.
Let's take a look at Elvish War Master. And check out the extended art on this one.
Nice. Wow, this is so cool. I mean, we've seen all of the realms. I gotta know, do they interact with each other?
They do. The realms are constantly moving and shifting around the world tree. And they can even collide in this epic event called a Doomscar, which smashes different realms together and causes earthquakes, destabilization, just total chaos.
Wow, chaos, that sounds right up my alley. I mean, I can't wait to dive into this world. It's so exciting. 10 new realms, brand new races. You haven't outdone yourselves.
There's so much here to love, and honestly, I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Jimmy.
Yeah, and thank you so much for walking us through all of these realms, as well as for everyone out there watching. It's always a pleasure, Cynthia.
Anytime, Jimmy. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, before we dive any deeper, we did something really cool with metal bands and preview cards, and we've got our good friend Don Maddock here to tell us more about it. So check it out.
Jimmy, I am so excited for this set. If you don't know, I'm a huge heavy metal fan and I love Magic. And this is the best of both worlds. It's like nothing we've ever done before, and I've been banging my head against the wall for years to try and get something like this to happen. To kick things off, we got to work with some of my favorite heavy metal bands, and we got to talk to them about storytelling, music, magic. We even got to tease some cards on the way. Super cool. I think you guys are gonna love it. It's time to check out some heavy metal magic.
We are Angra,
Smolder,
Rhapsody of Fire,
Oceans of Slumber,
Almond Amarth. Torch.
Or Mastodon.
So the new Magic set, Kaldheim, is surely the most metal set they've ever released. And of course, they need a proper metal band to help introduce it, and that's us.
Metal in general would be a pretty ideal soundtrack to like smashing somebody with some crazy weapon or something like that.
There's definitely a connection between the fantasy and the heavy metal and the world of Magic cards.
There's a huge collection here. My favorite card is Mind Twist. Of course, it's the Italian version. This is the Mind Twist, and I also like the picture on that.
So we have like this very like intimate relationship with Michael Whelan. Michael Whelan has also done artwork for Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, the Nalathni Dragon had his art on it and was, I believe, one of the first promo cards with this kind of, special guest artist.
Kaldheim is about Vikings meet metal, epic tales and stories. So naturally, they asked us to preview a card.
That's our world. We live there. So, yeah. And also, I'm part Viking, as you can see by my chest and my sword and the little bit of rosacea that I have on both cheeks.
And the card is Showdown of the Skulls. The modal DFCs are coming back in Kaldheim.
It's Kaya the Inexorable. She's a ghost assassin. She's a planeswalker. She's black. It's totally metal.
We get to show you a super rad card. Check out Halvor, God of Battle.
Realm Walker,
Called the Pyre of Heroes.
Magda, Brazen Outlaw.
She's a dwarf who's like sturdy, Thanks everyone for hanging out with us.
Stay metal.
All right, that's pretty awesome. What does everyone think about Kaldheim so far? Pretty cool, right?
When are you gonna throw the axe?
Right, the axe. Actually, I had another idea. I've been waiting to tell you guys about this, but I had it especially made. Boom, I'm a part of the band, baby. Nice, we're matching. Okay, so how about we practice that sick guitar solo? Yeah, I've been working on it for a while. Okay, let me get up my whip, my ride, my Mustang. Woo-hoo. Don't look too much, it's mine, okay? All right, I get it, you're jealous, it's cool, don't worry about it. All right, you guys ready to rock? Let's do this thing.
Hey!
Sorry, someone's calling me. Just give me a second. All right.
Hey, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no worries. I was just jamming out with the band, my best buds.
That's cool and all, but I think everyone's here to hear about the new set and not hear you play some air guitar.
Wow, you know what? I think you're right. Okay, hey, take 5, everybody. I'll be right back. Your star member. Me. Maybe. All right, Mike, I can't wait to hear more about the mechanics of the set. So I think we should start with returning mechanics. What can you tell us?
First up, we're bringing back Modal DFCs.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and we really wanted to make sure they hit the theme of Kaldheim and just bring out the best of that Viking world. So let's take a look at a few of the Modal DFCs in the set.
Ooh, we have the 2 lands again.
Yeah, the pathway lands are back. They're so easy because if you need green mana, you play the green side. If you need blue mana, you play the blue side. It's exactly what you want when you need it.
And not just that, but I can see that we have amazing borderless frames as well for all of us Commander aficionados that have to just have the nicest looking cards. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I totally love these borderless lands. They just show off the world of Kaldheim so beautifully. Our players love them in Zendikar Rising. We knew we needed to bring back the additional 4, so we have all 10 pathway lands now.
Yeah, that's great. And they all look amazing. Okay, so are there any other Modal DFCs that you can tell us about?
Here, let's take a look at Alrund, God of the Cosmos.
This is a Modal double-faced card. On the front side, it's Alrund, God of the Cosmos. 3 blue for a 1/1 legendary creature, God. Alrund gets +1/+1 for each card in your hand and each foretold card you own in exile. At the beginning of your end step, choose a card type, then reveal the top 2 cards of your library. Put all cards of the chosen type into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. On the other side, it's Haka, Whispering Raven. 1 in the blue for a 2/3 legendary creature, Bird, flying. Whenever Haka, Whispering Raven deals combat damage to a player, return it to its owner's hand, then scry 2.
All Modal DFCs in Kaldheim are legendary gods on the front, a permanent on the back.
Nice.
You know, one of the awesome things about Haka, when it does combat damage, it comes back to your hand. So you can hit them with Haka a few times, and then Alrund will come out, your hand will be loaded up, and you'll be ready to go.
That's great, and I love the thematic tie-in here. Alrund has 1 eye and a cosmic raven, so seems like some keen-eyed players can figure out who that is inspired by.
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, check out this awesome showcase Viking frame. We really love how it's showing off the knot work. We think our players are going to love this.
Yeah, I definitely love it. You all have 10 realms to display here, and it's cool to see it in 2 different kinds of art as well. Now, I did hear from a little Raven that the sagas are coming back, and that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, they are coming back. They felt right at home here in Kaldheim with its epic legends, its Viking stories. And it's really cool because some of the arts from the sagas are actually hand-carved pieces of art. Here, let's take a look at one. This is Binding the Old Gods.
2, a black and a green for an enchantment saga. As the saga enters and after your draw step, add a lore counter. Sacrifice after 3. 1. Destroy target non-land permanent an opponent controls. 2. Search your library for a forest card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. 3. Creatures you control gain Death Touch until end of turn. Wow. It's multicolored, the first of its kind in the sagas. And look at this. I mean, I don't even know what to look at here. The awesome hand-carved wooden painting or the amazing effects that this has as a saga.
Yeah, you get to play with a gorgeous magic card and be destroying your opponent's permanents. That's what I call a 2-for-1.
Yeah, that is exactly that. Well, that's great. This seems so perfectly thematic for Kaldheim. Is there anything else that we can spoil today?
Yeah, speaking of perfect things for Kaldheim, we're also bringing back the snow mechanic.
Woohoo, let it snow. Well, in that case, are we getting any new snow basics?
We sure are. Let's check them out. Let's take a look at this new snow frame we're introducing. Ooh. Every snow permanent from now on will use it.
This is cool. It makes me feel like when I play the card, it's actually going to be literally cold. So that's amazing.
Yeah, and it says here, I'm supposed to make a bad snow pun about how cool these new cards are.
Oh boy. Okay. You know what, Mike? I think we get the drift.
In addition to these snow basics, we also have some new snow duels to show you. And these are at common, and you get them in the land slot of a pack.
Oh my gosh, snow dual lands, they look great, and like you said, they have that little frosted effect around them as well. Okay, is there anything else snow related that I should snow?
Boy, that was a bad joke, Jimmy. Are you sure you have the most recent version of the script?
Let me check. Unfortunately, yes, I do.
Yeah, and another fun thing we are doing with Kaldheim is for the first time, you'll be getting snow instants and snow sorceries. Let's take a look at Frostbite to show you what I mean. Ooh. And we also have this cool promo version.
Snow instant. Frostbite deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If you control 3 or more snow permanents, it deals 3 damage instead. Wow, this looks great. Wow, a snow instant. I never thought I would see that on a card. Okay, before we keep going, I think it's time to warm up. And you know what that means, Mike? It's time for a heavy metal interlude. Let's go! Okay, I am sufficiently warmed up, and that means it's time for me to learn about the new and returning mechanics on Kaldheim. Mike, what can you tell us?
First off, we have 2 new mechanics. The first mechanic is called Boast. It does what Vikings love to do best: attack and boast about it.
That sounds very fitting.
Yeah, and it's so much fun in gameplay. Let's take a look at Varragoth, Blood Sky Sire.
2 in the black for a 2/3 legendary creature, Demon Rogue. It's got Death Touch. It also has Boast. Pay 1 in the black. Target player searches their library for a card, then shuffles their library and puts that card on top of it. Activate this ability only if this creature attacked this turn and only once each turn.
All you have to do to get Varragoth to Boast is attack with him. It's great because he's a 2/3 with Death Touch, so you're going to want to attack anyhow, but when you do, you can pay 2 mana and you get to tutor for a card.
Wow, or you can have another player tutor, and because it's a legend, we also have this really sweet showcase frame. This is as metal as it gets.
Yeah, I totally love the showcase frame. Each legendary creature in Kaldheim has this awesome metal showcase frame. It looks super stunning. I love that knotwork treatment.
Yeah.
It's as metal as Magic's ever been.
Just like a typical Viking boasting about their achievements. All right, Mike, what is the other new mechanic in the set?
Another huge part of being Viking is this idea of prophecies and omens, and we really wanted to capture that with the new Foretell mechanic. Let's take a look at Serulf's Packmate.
3 and a green for a 3/3 creature wolf. When Serulf's Packmate enters the battlefield, draw a card. Foretell, 1 and a green. During your turn, you may pay 2 generic mana and exile this card from your hand face down. Cast it on a later turn for its Foretell cost.
A 3/3 creature for 4 mana that draws you a card? I already love it.
Yeah.
But even better, with Foretell, you can exile it from your hand for 2 mana, and on a later turn, pay its Foretell cost. So 2 mana on one turn, and then 1G. Later on, you foretold Serulf's Packmate, you get a 3/3, you get a card. It's as good as it gets.
That's great. You know, as Magic players, we're always looking to be as efficient with our mana as possible, and this is great. You're foretelling a prophecy, and then it's coming true, and in this case, drawing you a card.
Yeah, I totally love that. And to help make it easier for you to track, we've included a Foretell Helper card that you can foretell your cards onto.
Oh, very nice. So we just have creatures as foretell cards?
No, we've done instants and sorceries with Foretell also. That's a lot of fun because, especially with instants, if you foretold them, it's like you have a little secret that your opponent doesn't know about.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to foretell something and then have your opponent fall right into your prophecy.
That's great. Okay, well, can we see any of these splashy cards?
Yeah, let's take a look at Alrund's Epiphany.
5 blue for a sorcery. Create 2 1/1 blue bird creature tokens with flying. Take an extra turn after this one. Exile Alrund's Epiphany. It also has Foretell for 4 blue. During your turn, you may pay 2 generic mana and exile this card from your hand face down. Cast it on a later turn for its Foretell cost.
It's one of the 5 mythic rare Foretell cards in Kaldheim. And once again, you set it aside for 2 mana, and on a later turn, pay 6 mana, and you get 2 birds and taking an extra turn.
That's a pretty darn good rate when it comes to extra turns and 2 birds in the sky. Wow, this is great. And this borderless version that I'm seeing here looks amazing as well. I love just how much flavor is going into this. It's so great. You're exiling this card, you're foretelling a prophecy, and then bam, out of nowhere, something epic happens.
Yeah, totally. And I love that borderless version. There's 5 Mythic Foretell mythics, and each one features the borderless frame and new artwork.
Yep, well, I'm definitely gonna collect as many of these as possible because the flavor as well as the art, instant. I love it.
Jimmy, I foresee you being a big fan of these cards.
Wow, you did that. And I listened to it, and now everybody has to suffer through it. All right, thanks, Mike. Really appreciate you walking through all of the new and returning mechanics in Kaldheim. I gotta get back to it, but we'll see you around.
Bye, Jimmy.
See ya. Whew, man, talk about some cool mechanics.
Throw the axe, Jimmy.
Throw the axe. Throw the axe.
Axe, yeah, axe. I'm not nervous and ready to do this. Oh. Okay, boom, got the axe. Why are there a bunch of magic cards here? Are these my magic cards?
Hit the bullseye, Jimmy.
Ah, okay, yeah, no problem. Oh man, why is this so heavy? Oh gosh. Oh, it's actually sharp. Oh no. Okay, I'm definitely ready to, oh my gosh. Someone's calling me? No way, how convenient.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
All right.
goodness. Hey,
How
can
convenient.
you hold this?
Oh, yeah.
All right, these pants are super tight. Oh, Matt Tabak called. Missed it. Ooh, but he did leave a voicemail.
Of course.
Just gonna check this.
Sure
right
you are.
here.
Yeah. Hey Jimmy, it's Matt Tabak calling. Look, I guess you're busy. I thought we were gonna do the Kaldheim Booster Fund thing for the video. Looks like you're not there. No problem. If you're tied up for the rest of the day, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave all the information on the message here. All right, Jimmy, we've got some really fun stuff in store. Now, as you've already seen, the new showcase treatment based on Viking sculptures and metal posters. Most of the legends in Kaldheim get to rock this look, and it is one of the coolest things we've ever done.
Hey, how long is this gonna take?
Shh, I'm on the phone.
As you know, we introduced set boosters in Zendikar Rising, and they're back in Kaldheim, along with collector boosters and draft boosters. Draft boosters are still the packs aimed at being the best way to draft and play, and every one of them includes a snowland. We've also done a bit of updating to the set boosters so they can show off all the cool elements specific to Kaldheim. And with each one, you have a possibility of opening up 4 rare and or mythic rares in each booster, with a maximum of 3 mythics. So Jimmy, I'm telling you, you gotta check these out. These are the packs curated for a fantastic opening experience. So here is what you can get in a Kaldheim set booster.
Ooh, he's talking about set boosters.
He's talking about set boosters.
He's talking about set boosters.
Set boosters?
Yo, what is he talking about?
Set boosters!
Up first, you're greeted with an art card, unique to set boosters. Now, there are over 80 possibilities that show off this beautiful Viking-inspired world. And there's a 5% possibility that your art card will be upgraded to a gold foil stamped version. Then you have a land card. Now for Kaldheim, this is going to be one of the snow basic lands or one of the cool snow duels. And there's a possibility that that is upgraded to a beautiful icy foil. Then, for something else unique to set boosters, you have a mix of 6 commons and uncommons, and cards within their rarity are connected somehow. They're like stories. You get a story with the commons, and you'll get a different story with your uncommons. Next, let's talk about wild cards. These 2 slots exist to give us some fun excitement right in the middle of the pack. And these 2 cards can be anything, from a common right up to a rare or a mythic rare. In fact, they can even be part of your connected cards. Now you can open up to 1 rare or mythic rare in these 2 slots. And then we have the guaranteed rare or mythic rare slot. Now, I know what you're thinking, and yes, this slot can be the gorgeous metal Viking showcase treatment, or it can be a borderless card. And then we have the head turner slot. This slot exists to show off some of the cool and unique things about any given set. Now for Kaldheim, it's going to be a snow common, a snow uncommon, a showcase uncommon, or one of the unique rares to theme, set, collector boosters, and some of the commander decks. Next up, we have a guaranteed foil, and it can be a rare or mythic rare, or even one of the showcase cards. Lastly, you get a token, ad, or minigame card. Or in one of every 4 set boosters, you get a card from the list. Or as I said it last time, the list. The list is a curated list of 300 cards from our history that we've chosen to show off the cool mechanics. we've slightly updated the list by switching out over 40 cards to set-specific cards aimed to be thematic with Kaldheim. Here, let's take a look at 3 of those cards now. Cavern of Souls, Cold Storage, and Dark Depths. Whew, that was a lot. The important thing to remember, set boosters are made to be cracked. So, I guess that's it. I hope the video shoot is going well. I'm really sorry that you didn't answer the phone so I could be a part of it. That would have been fun, but it's fine. It's great. Have a great time. See ya.
Man, Matt Tabak, that guy leaves some detailed voice messages, let me tell you.
Throw the axe, Jimmy.
Right, axe throwing, yeah, I can definitely do this. Okay, well, you know what? If I am gonna do this for you, and the internet, I may as well make it a little bit harder on myself, you know? Yeah, here we go, boom, blindfolded, Jimmy Wong, YouTube video, this is great. This is it, right? Y'all ready for history to be made? Here we go. Viking! Yeah! Ha! Yes, I did it! Oh, I can't think of a better way to end this all. Thank you so much for watching. Look, this set, Kaldheim, it looks awesome. I feel awesome about it. I hope you do too. And we'll see you next time. Hey, for the BTS this time, mind just using clips where I look cool? Let's start with we do want to hear about the. I gotta get this keep. Ha ha!
Hey, Julia. The cats have chosen now to wrestle with a toy off screen. Julia, please help.
Great face, great face. I know, it's not metal, just smile, bro. Yeah.
Did the doorknob just fall? Yeah, of course.
Heavy metal magic!
All day, I never stop. Oh, hey, you're still here. Well, since you've stuck around for so long, how about you just get to see one more card?